Hey, it's Steve Zalinardi here with Treviso Realty, back again with the Alpha Mail. We're going to be visiting a beautiful place today. It's downtown Fort Myers with the River District, and then we're going to go down McGregors. We're going to visit that beautiful colonnade of palm trees, and that's it. Let's get going. We're entering downtown Fort Myers. We're going to head into the River District. So we're taking Palm Beach Boulevard. If you know, we have an investment property out in North Fort Myers, which is the same road just further east of here. And you're going to see now we're going to pass by all the original secondary properties of the snowbird. So it's quite nice. We're downtown Fort Myers. We're actually going to park the vehicle. We're going to go grab a coffee at Seed to Bean and show you guys the area. Hey, so we're downtown Fort Myers now. We're at Seed to Bean. It's a artisan type coffee shop, and yeah, just to kind of talk a little bit about Fort Myers. Like down here, you're going to see a lot of art festivals, a lot of festivals in general. You got a great nightlife down here, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops, very picturesque community. This is the original, like how I remember Fort Myers, to be honest, like all the colonnade of palm trees, the cobblestones. So fun fact, Fort Myers was founded in the United States in 1850, was named Fort Harvey, and then later in 1858, it was renamed after Abram Myers, a colonel in the army. So which name do you like better, Fort Harvey or Fort Myers? I think Fort Myers has a better ring to it, to be honest. Hey guys, follow me down here. This is like a little courtyard with all restaurants. There's always a lot of activities down here. There's people playing cornhole and a whole bunch of stuff, music festivals. There's usually magic shows back here, but it's really cool when it's in full roar. Tonight's Friday, so you'll see a lot of action tonight and tomorrow. But it's like a hidden gem if you don't know about it. This is actually one of our favorite places to eat. 1025. This reminds me of Toronto, like downtown Toronto. We have like called the distillery district, where there's a lot of distilling back in the day. And a lot of the buildings, there's one area that kind of preserved, so it all has that masonry block brick, or the masonry brick like that, all worn. It's so pretty. Probably one of the prettiest places for me in Toronto, for sure. Do I miss it? No. Would I visit? Maybe. We're in the original post office here in Fort Myers. Isn't it pretty? It's obviously been reestablished into little shops, but really cool. We're at the Franklin Shops in downtown Fort Myers. Like I said, there's a lot of shopping around here. Like this is a 2 or 3 units built up of all different type of handmade products from different artists, and we came across this section here, which is really cool. Actually, I want to get this for the office here, but this is exactly what we're heading to now. This is actually a rendering of McGregors. They called it the City of Palms. Why? There was 1,800 palm trees planted on the street. This road was actually built and designed by Ambrose McGregor's wife. After he passed away, she dedicated this road to him. She renamed it, paved it, widened it, and then colonnaded it with palms. So that's why it's called the City of Palms. Pretty cool. So we're on McGregors now. You're gonna see the colonnade of palm trees. They called it Palm Cities naturally. But just remember, during that period in the early 1900s, the four richest men in the world lived right off of the street. You had Harvey Firestone, you had Thomas Edison, you had Henry Ford, and you also had the McGregors. So it's quite interesting why they picked this spot here. But have a look. I mean, you can see in the distance here all these palms. So gorgeous. So on the right side here, you're going to see the Edison winter homes. Edison and Ford's winter home. And this is the entrance to the museum. This was actually Edison's land too. He ran a factory out here too, like a workshop. was for botanical. So what they were trying to do is obviously figure out different materials. So if you see these trees here, they were brought in from South America, but they were doing a lot of testing with different products. So a lot of the rubber that we use today was actually discovered here. Actually, they would plant them in the botanicals and ultimately test them in the lab and get them going. But look at these trees. How cool is that? How smart is this tree? It's getting too heavy. It plants a root down and then it builds a support. It's basically a load-bearing point that it's creating itself. And look at these little veins that start coming down, right, in advance. But that's so cool. What a survivor this thing is. So clearly it looks so foreign, right, to be here. So they brought him in from South America. Yeah, this is a really cool museum. So this is his factory. It was here. He had like, not a factory, it was like a lab, but it was like a little warehouse that they had here. It was, I guess he would bring some of his staff down here while he was in here in the winter months. Yeah, so these are the winter homes for Edison, Ford, and then Firestone's here. But I don't see Firestone's home anymore, but it used to be adjacent to these houses here. You kind of see he built 2 properties at some point. Pretty cool. And then this little guy here is basically Henry Ford, one of the wealthiest Americans to ever live, and he built a little house. And he had a cool little garage back there where he parked all his cars, which is awesome. So the place we're going to be going to, is starting to rain, not good, is called McGregors, and it's a little cafe. And the whole character to this coffee shop is the tree that it's basically underneath. If the tree dies, the cafe dies. So we're going to show you all about it real soon. We just caught in a little bit of rain, so we had to put the top up. So we just rolled down the street here in McGregor. But this is the Caloosahatchee River, and this is where the Edison and the Ford homes were backed onto. So just have a look. That's quite nice. There's a little roundabout here. These are great lots. Like, this is a tear down. Clearly, they're going to build some beautiful home here. Might actually be opportunities for the future for us. So this is the McGregors here, and like I was saying, if this tree ever dies, the heart of this cafe will disappear. But it's such a quaint, pretty place. Food's great, service is fantastic. We're gonna actually have lunch here now. Hey guys, we're at McGregors, off of McGregors in Fort Myers. We're actually with Mary's husband, Steve. He's an ex-Marine, and it's probably one of the most stimulating conversations we had yesterday because I'm super intrigued by all things militant. So, yeah, buddy, so how's it going? How's your trip to Florida going?
It's hot.
It's hot?
It's very hot.
Well, it's good. You look like you're golfing already. You got your golf shirt on. You're ready to get going.
Yeah, it's been a good visit so far.
Yeah, obviously, I'm a foreign national. I'm Canadian, so it's like we're learning all things America now, right? So it's quite amazing. Obviously, thank you for your service, you and your whole crew, right, for sure. So what are you up to now? Like,
work as a contractor now. Kind of try to stay in the game, still be involved with the military, but not have to do all the commitment that, you know. Obviously, don't have to shave anymore and get haircuts. And,
it looks good though. I like the beard look.
I'm enjoying it. It's been good. I still get to be involved, and I get to make more money. So
that's awesome.
It's a win-win for me.
I know you're saying it's like your dream job, that you're still involved, obviously, with the day-to-day, which is awesome. But it's also you get more time spent with family and do more things personal, which is awesome. I heard that you used to jump out of helicopters, the whole thing. How many jumps have you done?
Just shy of 200.
Holy shit.
Had about 60, 70 stack line jumps, and then the rest were all military free fall.
How is that? Like, it's got to be a huge dopamine hit when you jump out.
It's awesome. You got, I guess the most fear is either in the helicopter or in the airplane going up, because you're not landing in that helicopter, you're not landing in that plane, but just having the control once you get out. I mean, there's nothing like free fall through the sky, going 150 miles an hour towards the earth. Like, I can't even describe it.
And then even you've gone through buds. Like, how was that?
It's pretty intense. I mean, Coronado, California was beautiful weather and beautiful women. And
I don't think you're worried about women at that time.
Trying to get distracted, but yeah, carrying a telephone pole around all day long is definitely a blast in the past. But if I had to redo everything all over, I wouldn't change any of my choices. So
that's amazing. Now fast forward, you're into like civilian life? Like, can you use those same strengths when building a business or just dealing? Like,
absolutely. Some people get so target fixated on like long-term goals, but how do you get there? It's like, how many businesses in the United States are started every single day that fail within the first couple months because they have this like long-term large goal and they don't know how to get there short-term. So at least with me at the house, just trying to get projects done, it's like I would love to have all my remodeling done, but you got to take it like one day at a time. Hey, focus on this room, focus on this task. When that's over, then we'll worry about what's around the corner. So I definitely think that training has helped me just ADHD heavy lifestyle as well. Focusing on one thing at a time before you move on to the next. Otherwise you have a mess of 10 different tasks at hand that are not finished, and they've all been started.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, man. I'm gonna thank you for serving for sure. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to take you to the range one time, or yeah, I'll take you to the range, but teach me how to like maneuver around. That'd be fun. I was thinking, telling Mary we could have done. I wish you guys were in town a little longer. We could have gone down. It would have been great.
I'll be back for sure.
Yeah.
You'll have to line up some good real estate for me, and we'll get it all figured out.
Let's do it. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Thanks for being in Florida. That's awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to meet you, and hope to see you again for sure.
Appreciate it. For sure.